In just a few moments, we'll be back and ready for action.
42.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Hi, folks. This is Brian Anderson. I'm with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. A chance to check out the Phoenix Suns' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Thursday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Sacramento Kings.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Before we get started, we've got just enough time to head over to the sideline. Allie?
BA technology is moving faster than ever. The new thing? Collectible highlights trading online. The players are taking notice. Shooting guard CJ McCollum said, quote, "A lot of players are inquiring about it. I've grown closer to the non-fungible tokens, trying to figure out what moments I should buy." Guys, he's a believer.
Boy, he is a big thinker, no doubt about that. Good reporting there, Allie. What is it that teams need to do at this point to keep players motivated for the second half of the season, Brent?
Well, if you've talked about goals at some point during training camp, it's a great time coming back from the All-Star break and as the season ends to remind the team of the things that you guys dedicated yourselves to doing. And this gives you the opportunity and runway to achieve those things.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Houston, they've got Kenyon Martin, Green out there with Johnson. Then there's DeAndre Jordan, and it's Şengün in at the four-man position. It's good.
Trying to get past Chris Paul, the cheater, in assists. Both hypothetically and physically.
The defense gets physical, but Ayton doesn't.
Yeah, I used to have 7 assists average in the game. Now I've gotten to 8. Whoa, hold up. Where you going, buddy? That's how you start the game. Yeah, the West is crazy, and things are getting a little bit more heated now that certain people are coming back to practice, i.e. a Kawhi Leonard, i.e. Jamal Murray. Damn, I thought I'd get that. Some people, you know, have gotten traded already.
The Suns trailing, and the Suns call time here.
Made an impact. Isaac is traded to our team, made an impact, and got injured, of course. There's rookies that are finally finding their footing. It's a tongue twister right there. One of them being Nikola Jovic,
he makes the play that time.
Who can give you 20. Looking at his stats, it'll be like 24 one night, 12 the next, 8 the next, 22 the next, then like 14 the next. Like it really fluctuates. Sometimes he'll have 8 points, 7 rebounds, and like 5 assists. And it'll be like a really, you can tell he had like a really productive day, just not on the stat sheet. But he's really starting to get it, and he's just one of the ones that I look for, because he went from getting 15 minutes as like the ninth guy on the bench out of a 10-man rotation, or 8th guy on the bench out of a 10-man rotation, to being the 6th man and averaging like 28, 29 minutes a game. Another one that's happened to also, coming off the bench, is Ousmane Dieng, the tall guard who's playing on the Cavs. I mean, he went from being an 8th, 9th man on the bench to being the 6th man that they need. Not necessarily a rookie, but Colin Sexton on the Miami Heat is
Ball
definitely
against Jordan.
in the top running for sixth man of the
Here's
year.
Bridges.
He's
And all around
the
rim
top
that time
candidate.
before dropping.
He's averaging like
On the other
18 off the bench. It's on some Tyler Hero type shit.
That one a
It's
little
funny
long.
that Tyler Hero
Houston has
became a
gone 3
starter,
of 6 from deep so
and
far.
they got a six man who did the same thing Tyler Hero did on the bench
Johnson passes
last
to
year.
Green. Back to Johnson.
So they potentially have 2 6 men of the year,
Pass to
2
Martin.
different years.
Jordan high post.
This game is close,
Now here's Johnson.
more defensive
He's
than
got
you think,
15.
than you can
And
see.
that one's good.
I'm not giving you everything, but I'm giving
Oh,
you,
and there's the whistle
you know, a
on the
little
shot.
something,
So
something.
2
And
free throws for him coming up.
yeah, trust me, this thing is
While it
close,
can hurt you from outside,
real
Devin
close.
Booker has a very rounded game.
It's always like this with the Suns.
And the first half comes with
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA halftime show on 2K Sports. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2.
And they turned it on during that second quarter, turning that deficit into a lead and playing with confidence. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
We have to recognize their benefits. Sometimes we overlook the second unit. But tonight, they've been the key. The coaching staff has got to be loving this. Getting that extra boost is huge.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and they helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show, the third quarter.
during that mobile one block.
19, 2, and 3. Can you tell them carrying this team? Don't even have 50 yet, but
Johnson is out there with Green.
yeah, man, I'm wearing
Then there's
the
DeAndre
Cobra
Jordan.
1
Then there's Kenyon
camos
Martin, and it's Şengün
because
in
we're
at
going
the
to
power
war this
forward
game,
position.
man. Oh, wow, he really tried to dunk on me.
Houston has got 4 of 6
I ain't block it,
to go
but
so
come
far
on,
in this
fam. You're
game.
not finna
And
just...
for Phoenix, Bridges and Crowder
Unless you
holding
John
down the
Morant,
forward
you're going to
spot.
need a little bit more than that,
Booker in the
fam.
talented backcourt.
But,
Outside Porter fires the
yeah,
three.
it's been... Oh, come on, bro. Here we go with the wide open threes Kevin Porter loves to miss.
Here's
Where's
Johnson.
Jalen Green?
Oh,
Holy
Johnson
shit.
slams
Okay.
it in.
He caught me with that. I don't know how. That was a slow-ass crossover,
That's
bruh.
as good as it gets. One of the
Fucking
best in the
Cam
league.
Johnson. That's crazy.
Outside Porter. Pass to Johnson. Pulls it. The
Damn,
Suns
here I
clear it.
thought I'd get that
Ayton's
back.
got his 7th rebound of the
This
game
is
with that
nuts.
last one. And the whistle blows.
Oh, you fucked up.
Violation. Went over and back.
Well, after committing a turnover like that,
And I
just
think they
bring the
about to
game
sub me out. Yeah, they are.
Bridges outside.
Okay, game tied in the 4th. Got 9 minutes left.
Pass to Paul.
Somehow Chris Paul has
Here's
better
Booker.
defensive rotation
Booker with the jam.
than when Anthony Simons is in for Chris Paul. Like, the defense has a better rotation with Chris Paul. Even though, you know, he's kind of a shell of himself when
here's
it comes to
Johnson.
defense. He's not that guy no more. Still gets steals, but he's not that guy.
Crowder grabs the miss.
I was hoping he'd get that.
Crowder's got rebound number 8 here
But
already
Anthony
in the
Simons
game.
is like,
Trying to
I
go
don't
for a
know.
lob there. Excellent
The defense as a
and
whole is like a
anticipation to stop it.
weakness that you see when Anthony Simons is in the game. And usually, ooh, nice one hand. Usually Anthony Simons is in the game because, you know, Chris Paul's averaging like 23, 25, not points, minutes a game. He's averaging like 23, 25 minutes a game. So Anthony Simons is in the game for the most part.
He told the team, quote, keep
And
shooting.
they just
It's
have,
working
like,
for us. Let's break
They don't
this
even
up.
have Chris
Back to you.
closing anymore,
All right, Allie,
honestly.
thanks
It
once again.
don't look like it. They have
Chris
Anthony
Paul just
closing.
gets more and more
Chris is just
reliable as a
kind of
shooter, even after all
there
these
for
years in the
support.
league.
Yeah, I mean, he's
At this
always
point.
been smart with his shots, but he has great efficiency for a guard, and he could easily put up bigger scoring numbers, but that's not his focus.
Simons is a little bit more
Pass to
willing
Martin.
to shoot. Another
And that
one
basket makes him
in
5
the
for 10.
running to be 6th man of the year, Anthony Simons.
On the wing, Green.
Even though he
Shoots over
starts some
Bridges,
games because
and it's
Chris
Green
Paul
missing.
doesn't necessarily
for him
play
tonight,
every
but
single game, but he's been playing a lot more games lately.
Just chalk this up as
He played a lot of games in January, more than I
Johnson with
thought
it.
he
Now
would,
guarded by
actually.
Crowder.
Terrific find there, and he notches the
I don't know. I
triple
think maybe he
double.
wants
He's
the
just
Suns
been
to
everywhere tonight.
get a little better, get a little higher up in their standings. You know, they're not that far away from being a play-in team in the West. The West is completely changed. You know, the Grizzlies and Lakers, and I think a few other teams are at the top. The Pelicans. I don't know if the Pelicans are at the top, but you know, there's other teams fighting for the top, especially us. So, yeah.
Outside Johnson, and there's the rejection. They recover it, and so the home crowd treated to a win. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence too.
And that'll do it, folks. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. So long, everybody.
You know, I kind of find it pretty funny that the Suns were playing defense until the very end because they don't like being embarrassed like that when people are up and they still score. No one over 20 points on their team, though. Talk about a defensive game. 32, 10, and 10. Got to put down the turnovers a little bit. 3 for 3 from 3. Jordan Poole, broken right ankle, 6 to 8 weeks. Oof. That's tough for the Warriors, but, oh, yeah, that's the team I forgot. The Warriors are at the top of the West. DeAndre Ayton, torn left MCL. We just played them. That sucks, bro. Damn. Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, and Isaiah Jackson are out. We still got Jonathan Isaac out. Let's see how it goes.
Ranked 6th in the Western Conference. Up next, right after this. Great to have you with us. We are set to get you over the hump this Wednesday night with another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. And here at the table, 2 NBA greats, Grant Hill and Chris Webber. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Well, current financial challenges have Commissioner Silver and the league office dusting off proposals for expansion. Silver said at some point, it's manifest destiny that the league will eventually expand. The last time that happened was 1988 with the Bobcats. Guys, Seattle fans hopeful things move along.
Boy, Allie, wouldn't that be something? And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Mason Plumlee.
Unfortunately, we've seen his ability as a rebounder take a back seat these past few seasons. And I'd like to see him refocus on that element of his game. You can never have enough rebounds, in my opinion.
And now Indiana's starting group. Malcolm Brogdon out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Mason Plumlee. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And for Houston, they've got Johnson. Also Green out there. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Kenyon Martin. And it's Şengün in at the 4. And Grant, how often do players check in on their own stats during a season?
BA, everybody in the league watches their numbers. Some guys are just willing to admit it.
Here we go.
Johnson. Over to the wing. Here's Martin. Beyond the arc. Can't get it to drop. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Beal against Green. And the basket by Beal.
Look at the precision from Beal. It's just incredible. He loves slashing his way through the D with his ball hand.
It's Johnson with a drive. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man.
Nobody gets a pass this week. Everybody can get it. The fuck out here, Mason Plumlee, man. Yeah, Bradley Beal. He's been going off since he finally came back. He had I think it was like a broken wrist or something. I think that was one of the ones that came from the actual game and not the start to date from last year. But he's been out for a long time, and he finally came back. And the Pacers have like a three-headed monster of guards, but none of them have actually like really played together for real. Like the amount of games they played together is like a handful, maybe 3 or 4. But for the most part, as you can see, Malcolm Brogdon's been a constant. He hasn't been injured for too much, maybe 1 or 2 games, but not that much. Let's go, Kispert.
Let's take another look at the Stars defense during that mobile.
He brings like a Duke level of like nastiness to the court. I love it. But yeah, the Pacers, there's always somebody, either it was Bradley Beal and then it was just Tyrese Halliburton and Malcolm Brogdon that were playing. Come on, bro. Let's go.
And the Rockets lead by 6.
But then, you know, now that Bradley Beal is back, you got Tyrese Halliburton out now. I don't know. And then you got Buddy Hield, and you had Buddy Hield playing. Malcolm Brogdon was out. Oh man, they just have really a 4-headed monster between Buddy Hield, Bradley Beal, Malcolm Brogdon, Tyrese Halliburton, and of course they have trade assets, but they don't necessarily know who to trade if each one is injured, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
The trade deadline is coming up in the next 2 weeks.
15 in his last outing.
As a matter of fact, at the end of this week is the All-Star selections. I don't know what teams is what, but All-Star selections is coming, so you might want to start trading the stars before, you know, they get picked on these All-Star teams, depending on who they are. But let's see how things shake out.
That'll do it for the first half. The Rockets leading by 9.
Moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Taking a look at the Rockets. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
The difference so far has been the efficiency of their offense. The ball movement is really good. They're not afraid to use the whole shot clock if they have to. Overall, they're making every possession count.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Pacers.
Well, the best way that they can get back into this game is to show up their rebound. They need to prevent second chance points and fight. I mean, fight to get their own. If they could do that, this game's still within.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Okay, 14-2-4. This feels like a much more chill game, even though it's still close. I feel like we are just in control. Mostly. Chet Holmgren did a lot last game we played them. That was a good assist by him, but he hasn't really been doing much this game. He's been somewhat on the back burner because, you know, Bradley Beal's on the road, first of all. So you already know how that goes. And, you know, Malcolm Brogdon and the rest of the gang are trying to keep the team afloat. Sometimes it doesn't necessarily involve Chet, but Chet's going to involve himself. Another great assist, and holy shit, a great dunk by Andrew Wiggins. And that's another thing, man. Sometimes you'll see Andrew Wiggins, like, takes over a game or two. It's very rare. I almost blocked that, too. But, you know, sometimes you'll see him at, like, 28 points later of the game. Like, whoa. Out of everyone, Andrew Wiggins? Come on, man. You got to make those, Jalen. Like I said, Chet Holmgren, he's going to force his way in the game. He hasn't done much. 2 minutes left in the third. He's got 5 points. Shot the ball 5 times, but he's doing enough. And he's doing the other shit, too. He's doing the rebound and the defense. You know, Jalen Smith's been doing this thing a little bit, too, as far as not the stat sheet stuff, but the other stuff.
Rookie of the Year of the 2016-17 NBA season, Brogdon has come a long way from being
there it is.
Draft pick.
They've got Kevin Porter.
One time for the one time.
Out there. Kenyon Martin is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And the defensive Wiggins.
It's a close one again. Andrew Wiggins, 13 points.
He went from a weak defender to a strong one. He's always
About to get 15. He's being more of a provider this game, more of like an anchor sort of finisher type. But he's doing it right. He's fitting right in with this team.
Timeout called. Houston. Balance player of the game, Malcolm Brogdon.
And I just love to see a player who plays with an aggressive mindset. I mean, he had the energy and the intensity all game. He didn't waste any time when he had his chances out there by attacking the rim.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Over the break, I was able to catch the message Houston's coach was giving to his team. He was harping on the number of offensive rebounds that they've given up. He told them they have to recommit to the defensive glass. He said, quote, "We're not walking away with the W if we don't box out." A simple message, guys, but an important one.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Coach trusts him to make the...
Basically what this has turned into, or not this game, but as far as the Pacers, they kind of turned into a three-headed monster as far as Tyrese Halliburton is still out. So it's mostly, as you can see, Bradley Beal, Malcolm Brogdon, Andrew Wiggins, with a little spice of Chet Holmgren here and there. That's really what you're seeing. Let's go, man. As far as our side, what I'm doing, keeping us afloat.
And something fans don't always get to see.
Doing everything I can. What more can I do? Rebounds, assists, points.
Pass to Johnson.
Kind of disappointed my assist didn't go up after that game. Not like 8.1, 8.2, nothing. That's really my average. It's still 8.
They grab their own miss. Martin. Johnson against Brogdon. 4 on the clock. They shoot again. They get it back.
Great rebound,
Jordan
though.
misses.
Gotta finish those.
Kind of rebounds earlier.
Gotta finish those, man. Fuck.
And he lobs it up.
There it is.
With the stuff.
Thought DeAndre might swat that. Guess not.
Indiana's gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter.
We really got to stay on our toes, man. Bradley Beal, Malcolm Brogdon are looking for it. I knew DeAndre would help. Malcolm was a little too excited to be the hero. Got Chet Holmgren on me. I'm not really sure if I should take advantage. I guess not, because Sengun's going to take advantage of his matchup. Good shit.
I guess you don't need 2 hands when one will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control.
Hey, one more stop and we could pull away.
Johnson against
Easy.
Beal. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, Bradley Beal.
Looking for, man. This is why they go to him when the game is tight. He ups his
Oh my God, you can't be passing like that this late. No way. He wants to be the hero. Oh my God, we gotta get the rebound.
Just a 1-point Houston lead.
Oh, they feel comfortable.
That's wild. But
he's a big-time gamer who welcomes pressure.
Now's the time I have to like keep us afloat.
6 to shoot.
What is he about to do?
The jump hook.
Oh yeah, come on. Come on, baby. Hey man, Sengun's is getting better and better. He's a little iffy when it comes to shots like that. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm holding my breath while I'm watching that, like you better make this.
They trail by 3.
He made it though. Good shit. Good shit.
Here's Green, and they get it back. Jordan, the pass to Green. Johnson against Brogdon. Second chance shot. Just 5 to shoot.
Yeah, this is very sloppy. This is super sloppy, but hey.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game.
Just because it's sloppy don't mean they can't go in. You know that.
Guys, what do you think?
He thought we gave up the possession. No, sir.
Yeah, and quick. No room for error, no time to waste.
All right, they got a little 3 in. That's cool.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5.
At the line for 2.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. 5 ticks left in the fourth quarter. 3-pointer, Beal off target with the shot, and so the home crowd treated to a win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Chris Webber, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time.
That was a great dunk. I forgot about it. Malcolm Brogdon, Bradley Beal, Andrew Wiggins. 1, 2, and 3. Trying to get 20 points. Me, 35, 4, and 7. 11 for 16, 3 for 5. Look at that. 11 for 16, fam. Come on now. Kawhi Leonard is back. Officially. Holy shit. 28 points, 11 for 17, 2 for 5. I mean, Paul George kind of sat back this game, but hey, that's all they needed. Holy shit. Kawhi Leonard's back. All right. Jakob Poeltl, 2 to 4 months, torn left foot ligament. There's some big trades happening. Donovan Mitchell, towards the bottom of the West. Him and Mohamed Bamba are going to Oklahoma City for some high picks. Kyrie Irving traded for Siakam and Fred VanVleet. The Nets weren't doing as well. Let's just see how things go.
A beautiful look at downtown San Antonio. Great to have you with us for our matchup tonight. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Brian. As you know, DeJounte Murray is scrappy. He said, quote, "It's in my DNA. I've always been a dog. If I don't score a point, I'm going to rebound or facilitate or play defense. That's the thing that you've got to have. I just do anything to win." Guys, they love his competitive streak.
Boy, he does get after it. Thanks, Allie. And with just about half the season in the books, checking in on the top rookies, starting to establish themselves as legit NBA talent. Well, you look at Collins. He's played well beyond his years, having a positive impact on this season as a rookie. That's why he's 5th on our list.
5th overall in the rankings. There's plenty of time left for him to challenge the leaders on this list.
Not at all. I mean, his talent is on par with any of the guys ahead of him in those rookie rankings right now.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Kispert. Johnson is out there with Green. Then there's DeAndre Jordan, and it's Şengün in at the 4. And for San Antonio, they've got DeJounte Murray. He's out there with James Harden, and it's Caboclo in at the center position. Grant, you won Rookie of the Year.
It's a long week. We've got 4 games in this week of February, and things are getting real different now in the league. Donovan Mitchell is on the Thunder. It's a shame, though, because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is actually out. So they got Josh Giddey at the point, and they got some other people. They had Christian Woods at the 4, but he got traded. So now they got Mohamed Bamba and Donovan Mitchell. And the whole point of that, because the Jazz and the Thunder aren't really that off in the standings, maybe 1 or 2 games off, And the fact that you want to get off the Jazz and the Thunder aren't too far doesn't really make sense unless you have a secured future or potential secured future. And that secured future is the return of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to put them at least in a playoff positioning, playing game, or even higher, depending on how far they go. I mean, the All-Star game isn't the half of the season. I think we've already passed it, if not. At the same time, it's a long season after the All-Star break. And having an All-Star break, you know, you have a little bit more time of not as many games and more recovery time. I mean, I don't know. You got like a good month and a half after the All-Star break to really get your shit off. So it just depends on the return of Shai Gilgeous. While that's happening, they have Donovan Mitchell, Josh Giddey, Mohamed Bamba, like Jalen Duren at the center just doing his thing. Like, they have some people, Otto Porter. And as far as the Kyrie Irving trade, obviously all these trades aren't just player for players like that. Like, of course there's picks and role players in between, but the main people I'm just telling you. We had a lot of role player trades before the All-Star break. I think I did a good job with that. There's been some blockbusters before. Usually that happens during December, so you know, certain teams have certain success by the time, you know, there's a certain time in the season you kind of get to a crossroads. Jonathan Randall, I think that's the right, John Randall. Julius Randle. Damn, I'm tripping. Julius Randle was playing for the Knicks. Ooh, hold up. Hold up. My man fell in everything. Wearing the birthday Cobra 1s. Great pick by Caboclo. Oh, man. Great pick by DeAndre. Yeah, Julius Randle was reaching the crossroads, and he ended up getting traded to the Nets, which was a good trade, but I don't know, just the fit between Kyrie, Kevin, and Julius was okay, but it wasn't taking them as far as they really need to go. They're barely a playing team, so Kyrie, you know, oh my God. Bro, we're out here flexing, but we're not even up by much, but I'm just, look at the drop off.
Just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Bernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Taking a look at the Rockets. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
You know, every team talks about playing unselfishly, and in the first half, it didn't look like there was an ego on this team. Now, looks can be deceiving, but the assist total back up what we saw.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Well, it's been a big night for the guys off the bench so far. The scoring has given them a real spark. I think we can expect a few more minutes for the reserves than usual tonight.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
I think I had like 14, 4, and 2 last game. 15, 8, and 6. I feel a lot more comfortable this game. Even though it's close. Even though it's close, I feel a lot more comfortable. But as I was saying, Kyrie Irving, it would just be better if he can continue his efforts just not even being an American. You want to get out the country, get out the country, bruh. Go ahead and get out to Toronto. That's as good as the NBA can do for you. You don't want to be a citizen. You can be a dual citizen between America and Toronto and have your efforts really, you know, be expanded if you would like. Hell, you can join Drake. You know what I'm saying? You and Drake can join with Jewish people and fucking have a whole Larry Hoover type convention.
Hey, when you're as big and strong as Jordan,
you know what I'm saying?
you expect
Anyway.
to get hit. You expect contact. And Jordan doesn't let
I did like that pump fake joint I did last few buckets ago. You didn't see that. Got subbed out. It was close.
From deep, Johnson buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review here. That was close. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And, you know, from what we are seeing here on the monitor, it looks like he was late getting it off.
Yeah, this one pretty clear cut. I don't think there's much question about it. He didn't get it off in time. I'm sure the officials are going to agree with that.
And the ruling is in. The call stands. No bucket. So no change in the score as we end the quarter.
Good move to review that shot. That was really close to counting.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. The Rockets leading by just 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
I imagine the fourth quarter could have
Yeah, that jump was crucial. That pass was crucial.
They've got Wagner. Kevin Porter's out there with Johnson. Then it's Kispert and it's
Shangoon. 2 hands for safety. That's what you do, Kevin.
That's why we have those breakaway rims. Dude,
I mean, I love that our game plan scheme as far as the offensive side is attack the basket. And yeah, we can shoot our threes as much as we want. Kevin can miss as many open threes as he wants, but when we attack the basket, we attack the basket. DeAndre, me, Jalen, Kenyon Martin Jr., Kevin.
Assisting on the play was Porter.
James Harden's not playing this game either, in case you haven't noticed. This man is like on a mission. It's funny he wears these wild-ass like color shoes, but it actually fits this game. It matches.
Does a really good job setting up a shooter.
Here we go. Ooh, dump it off. Let's go, Sengun. Let's go. Gotta keep this shit rolling, man. Hey, James Harden. A little too greedy, my friend. Let's go. I fixed that midair, too.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
This is somewhat of a defensive game.
He's really capable from the mid-range, and I think the more
it's hard, man. As you can see, we got the shot clock. Sometimes the defense wins. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Sometimes the defense wins. Not often. Not too many times. Usually we're getting shit off. That was somewhat of a good shot. Just DeAndre tried it. Should have passed that out. Damn, that nigga's wide open. Can't let him have that next time. He's gonna make it. Woo, where you going, buddy? Let's go. Hey, it's still tied up though, man. This shit is tight. Great pick by me. Hey, man. I'm just doing what I can. Sometimes you don't have to pass the ball for the assist. It's a great screen assist. Great defense. We're learning a little bit while the game is going. We're definitely learning against me. Certain things are getting cut off, you know.
Pass to Johnson.
Hey, man, that ISO's not working. You might as well go ahead and pass that off.
Takes the three. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got his 7th rebound of the
I'm
game
not sure.
last one.
I'm not sure I wanted to shoot that.
Now here's
It's one of those things where you want to, like, use the right stick, but 2K thinks you're trying to shoot. Okay, James Harden's not playing, man.
These moments, love stepping up at crucial times.
Pass to Green.
Duly noted.
Driving to
There
the
we go.
basket, and it's
Woo!
hammered home by Green.
Hey, Jalen can high fly too. Stop playing with him.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
Ooh, poor decision on James Harden's part. That might have cost you. I mean, you can still come back. It's only 3 points.
Over Johnson.
Ooh. Man's almost stole that.
Johnson against Murray.
And, you know, coaches possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the
Come on, man.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to
You know who you fucking with?
48 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
This is special. We are witnessing a legendary performance here tonight. He is like levels above everyone else on the floor. Something must have clicked for him in warm-ups tonight. He's just come out and he has run wild.
Jacks up a 3. He's off on that one. The visiting club takes the win on the road. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Yeah, that block was crazy. James Harden with 23. Games like this, I feel like the Cobra. 32, 10, and 11. Don't mind the turnovers. 2 for 5 from 3. 13 from 25. DeAndre Jordan, 20 for 18. 10 for 12. De'Aaron Fox with another 50-point game. That's like his 3rd one this season. Darius Garland, left shoulder tendonitis, 4 to 6 weeks. Do you know what this means? It's Ousmane Deng's team now. Him and Evan Mobley are about to go nuts. They're number 1 in the East, by the way. Derrick Rose, day-to-day. Jonathan Isaac, 4 to 6 weeks still. The Mavericks, top of the West, once again.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to a special edition of Sunday Night Basketball here on 2K Sports. Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. You look at the Mavericks, sitting pretty at this point of the season, 2nd place and looking to move to 1st. And of course, Houston, down a few spots.
I think for Houston, their effort has been incredible. They are right there in the mix when most of us experts thought they'd have a hard time contending.
Yeah, no doubt. It's been a nice story, but now the real work begins, getting themselves primed for a deep push into the playoffs.
So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then there's Cody Zeller. And for Houston, we've got Green. Also Johnson out there. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Kenyon Martin. And it's Şengün in at the 4. And Grant, as you watch the league since you retired, what do you think is the biggest change?
Well, you started to see the three-point boom change towards the end of my career.
Here comes the break.
Games like these are always testers to see,
Kick out to Johnson.
you know, what to expect in the playoffs. Even though it's not the playoffs and the playoff atmosphere, I do have sliders for playoffs, and it's a little different from regular season. if you've seen the all-time league, even though sometimes you can't really compare the all-time league because the talent is way crazier in that league, but just how the playoffs are played are a little bit different. 43 points is nuts.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, it was just dawning on me like, wow, I mean, the Spurs are really just one big man away from being really those contenders that they really want to be, because as you've seen from the standings, the West looks nuts. Everyone is almost one game away from each other. For real. Like, I had New Orleans right. Wow, that was bold. Sacramento is a surpriser. Not really surprising to me because Sabonis is really good. De'Aaron Fox, I always believed in because of his speed. You know, people like John Wall, De'Aaron Fox, and like early Russell Westbrook, and people like that. I fucked with. You know what I'm saying? Because they're like speed demons, but it's a different type of speed demon because they'll put it on your head if you really let them. You know, but yeah, De'Aaron Fox has really stepped up. I think he has the best stats this season that he's had his whole career. Like, not only points wise, but assists too. I should have passed it to DeAndre. So yeah, it's really tough. That's really what I'm trying to say. It's tough. So with Jakob Poeltl being out for some months, I believe, it would make sense that the Spurs would maybe go for a big man before the trade deadline. It may not be a super huge splash like a Kyrie Irving, Donovan Mitchell, but I think that,
and he says he needs to improve his game in a lot of areas.
well, I know that there's a few big men that would like the opportunity and don't have it, maybe not playing, maybe too many big men, not too many, but you know, they have enough big men in the rotation and you're just not cutting it, but the opportunity may present itself. That was really smooth, by the way.
Pass to Martin.
There's a few big men. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but if you look in it, look at the rosters of the whole league, you can find a few. And I think the Spurs have enough assets to where they may be able to get it done. I know they don't need Josh Primo. So if they could trade Josh Primo because they have some shit maybe under wraps that they don't want to put out to the public, then hey, they could trade him to maybe somebody else. But Caboclo usually is on fire in the game plan every time, but he doesn't even get enough. It's like 9 minutes a game. Woo, that sham guy's gonna get you every time.
Good stuff there. Thank you for that.
But that dunk over him that I did was just like disgusting. And really, it just, that should have dawned on everyone in the stadium that, oh shit, we need to trade for a big man. Like I don't know, like actual type of big man. Anyway, we're down. And I sub in, and we end up being down more. Like, it's one of those games where it's like I let D'Angelo Russell go off, cool, but everyone else is like cold when, holy shit, it's cold when you get on the bench.
Doncic outside.
Doncic was playing around the first quarter. This quarter though, he's not. He's not at all. This shit is serious. This nigga has 21 points, bro. And there's nothing we can do with him. That's the wildest part.
Outside, Green.
And you would think, oh yeah, it's because he's the cover athlete and blah blah blah, and they probably sized him a little bit. No. This is really him in real life. The thing is, I'm just such a fair guy. I gave him.
Teams will make substitutions. Oh, what a play.
Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 21 points, 4 assists, and 6 rebounds. Shaq, what's your take on Dallas?
Three-point shot was their best friend. I agree with the strategy. When it's working, take advantage of it. I don't really like it. Live by the jumper, die by the jumper. But tonight, they're living, and they're living good, baby.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
They've had a few issues in the first half, but the turnovers really stand out. It's hard to stay in the game when you're giving possessions away. Plus, it lets the other team run on the offensive end. They have to clean that up and clean up their ball handling and make better decisions.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Just about ready for the skip. Pass to Johnson.
Man, it's going crazy. I would say Donovan going from the Jazz to the Thunder makes it difficult on us. So now we're going to watch out for the Thunder. We weren't really looking out for the Jazz. We knew they were just going to be who they were. Rudy Gobert was going to be who he was. But I don't know, the Thunder feel a little different. Kyrie Irving going to the Raptors doesn't really affect us. But the Raptors are actually a good team. They have a over 500 record. It's almost like they didn't need to trade Fred VanVleet. Siakam has had previous problems with Nick Nurse before. So if the prospect were right and the opportunity would come, I would believe that they would trade Siakam and keep Anunoby. So as you've seen from that lineup that I showed you before, that's pretty much how they're moving forward with things. And maybe a little happier Kyrie, more willing to go to work now that you're not in America.
He's covered closely. Pass to Love.
We're still down.
And here's Hardaway. Green covering. Here's Doncic. Ooh, rejected.
It's funny.
And they turn it over.
We gave, or I gave Luka weapons, but it's not like they're there to really, I don't know, score. They're there just to be smart players and shoot once or twice while Luka basically does his thing. I mean, that's how it is in real life. It's the same coach in real life. It's the same.
Attacking the heart of this defense. That's 8 straight points inside.
He has better people to do what he does with, and now what he does is just wow. You could try that when you're up 10, not down, bruh. The fuck? Just put it in the hole. But yeah, Luka's rebound numbers are close to the same. I think he has a little bit more, maybe less, but I think he has a little bit more this season. But his points are up. His points are up. I think he's averaging like, him and me are at the top, so I think he's averaging maybe like 34, 35 maybe.
From deep three-point range.
And his assists are down. Last season he averaged 8, so this is a start today, so he really did average 8 last season. And this season he's averaging 6. But that's all by design, because if you see their record, they're 1 or 2 games in front of us.
Johnson's got 7
Or I
points
think
for
it's a
the
little bit
quarter.
more.
I'll tell you, he'll take
Because
that
we
all
played
day,
more.
every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself
You
that
know, we
wide
have
open.
19 losses. They have
So
14.
both teams changing it up here.
But our win record is 1 or 2 games away. I think we lost like this to the Mavericks last time. This is a really good team, and if we're not on our toes, if we're not standing on our square when we play them,
Johnson is out there with Kevin Porter. Then there's Kenyon Martin, and it's Green in at the small forward position.
It's not a good thing.
On the wing, Green. Shot clock at 6.
So they got this one.
Just flawless timing right there.
I mean, that's a good oop, but fam, this is over.
The whole thing was perfect. The Mavericks have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the 4th.
Luka went crazy.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
He didn't get, I don't know if he has a triple-double. I don't think so. I don't think he has enough assists. And that's how you do a reverse, my nigga. Dang.
Power and style. That was sweet.
Anyway. Yeah, man, this shit's over. I just want to show you.
Home team foul.
So both teams making some changes here. And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Luka, yes, another victory for you, but the games will keep coming. So what's the most important thing for this team to establish?
I mean, compete, you know, the way we compete today from the start till the end. The game is never over, and just compete.
Well, you put together a full game tonight, and it paid off, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Telling you, man, it's all by design. 37, 9, and 11. 4 turnovers, 17 for 25, 3 for 6. Then you got 39, 9 and 6, 14 for 30, 3 for 11. Oof. All right. Kyrie Irving dropped 50 to win against the Nuggets. Scotty Barnes, Seth Curry, part of the trade, doing pretty well. Donovan Mitchell dropped 47 against the new Nets. Freddie VanVleet, KD, Julius Randle's injured right now. But wow. All right, so the moment we've been waiting for. I ended up getting my own team. Holy shit. I am a rookie, and I have my own team in Utah. Holy shit. All right, so I got KD, LeBron, Jason Tatum, and Kyrie. Yeah, I put KD and Kyrie on the same team with LeBron. Giannis Antetokounmpo is another captain. He got Luka, Nikola Jokic, Trae Young, and Zion. Looks a little bit more lethal. I got Anthony Davis, Jimmy Butler, John Morant, Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards, his first time in the league, being an all-star. Good for him. Damian Lillard, Jared Allen. And he got Steph, James, Ben Simmons is an all-star this year. Holy shit. But he's been getting the points, the rebounds. Can't front. Brandon Ingram. Paolo Banchero. First-time all-star rookie with me. Me and him. Rookies love it. LaMelo Ball, first time. Shout out to LaMelo. Malcolm Brogdon. It's his first time. Wow, that's like 4 or 5 people. Their first time. So the way the starters went, the draft pool for the starters, it didn't really have that many big men in it. As you can see, Nikola Jokic was pretty much the only big man, and Giannis being a big man already. I mean, me having KD and LeBron just felt like I would have a better chance. I mean, LeBron has played center before last year on the Lakers, and it didn't turn out too bad. They won some games, and he did some things. And you don't really have to bang with nobody for real because it's the All-Star game. So really, you get LeBron off the rebound, you can really start doing some things. You got KD at the 4, Jason Tatum at the 3, I'll be at the 2, and then Kyrie at the 1. I don't know. It feels like a pretty good street team, And then you got, some size off the bench with Jared Allen, Karl-Anthony Towns, Anthony Davis. I feel like they can do more than Paolo Banchero and Ben Simmons off the bench. So really it's going to be a team effort, like a real full team effort to win this All-Star game. This is my first time really being like a first starter in the All-Star game. Like usually, I'm in the back burner with the legends. But now, I'm probably going to have a lot of minutes. So let's see how this goes, man. This is crazy. All-Star Weekend is coming, and the first thing is the All-Star teams. See you next week.